Hi, I'm going to help you get started with your baby budget, and first thing you're going to need to do is go to Health and Wellness 1 and go to the Google Classroom. And I have the marriage and baby budget posted, and there's a bunch of instructions. Please read through the instructions carefully before you get started. The key thing is only one of you really should open this, and once you open it, you should share it with your partner and share it with me. So find me at zaplicki@myhalifax.us, and that way if you have a question I can go in there and look and I can leave you comments. But please note that you are not turning it in by clicking share with me. You still have to hit the turn in button by the due date, so just make sure you understand that. Make sure to read over the rest of the instructions, and the key thing is when you're totally done you have to hit turn in. Only one of you would hit the turn in button, and then this would count for both of you. So just make sure you read over that. Once you're in your budget, you can start typing everything in. Over here is the resources column, and you can see here this is a sample one that a couple did last year, and you can see here that they put in a bunch of their resources. I have some suggestions, and then this column here is where you would type in. Yours might look a little bit different because, like I said, this one's from a previous year, and I have color coded yours a little bit more. So generally you would see that there might be some that are color coded blue, or the blue is basically letting you know you don't need to type anything in, it will automatically calculate. So yours might look a tiny bit different, but pretty much the same idea. So here we have, I changed their names by the way, Sally Miller, who's not actually, that's not her real name. She wants to be a registered nurse. So she put her link over here of where she found her salary. So you can see here I clicked on that link, and it is coming up. She wanted to be a pediatric nurse and work in Harrisburg, saying about $55,000 a year. So I'm going to type that in. Now please note that I am typing into this column right here, and then it automatically figured out the salary per month, because this was the yearly salary, this is the salary or how much money she makes every month. Do not type up here. I have calculations in many of the boxes, and once you start typing up here, you're going to erase the calculations, and then you're going to have to do all the math, because I have it all figured out to do automatic calculations for many of these things. When you do the vehicle sticker price, you basically find your vehicle that you like. She found hers over here, and I clicked this link on if I wanted, but it was $9,971, but she needs to have a car payment. So you would go to any loan calculator. Just hit Google loan calculator. She used Bankrate, so I'm going to go to Bankrate. This is an excellent loan calculator, but it can be a little tricky. So I believe her vehicle price was $9,971, and it's a 5-year loan for vehicles, which is 60 months. The interest rate for vehicles is about 3.5% with good credit, and it comes out to $179. So I'm going to go back to the budget, and then yes, I would actually have to type that in, so $179. Car insurance, you can use the amount over here that I give as a suggestion, okay, or you can just go ahead and find out your own, talk to your parents. Some people have actually called insurance companies and told them their vehicle and asked them for a quote. Generally your upper end vehicles, like her partner's got a Mercedes-Benz, that would probably be a little bit more expensive to cover both collision and liability, but that was fine. He used the amount I said. I'm not going to fill in all of her partner's stuff, but you can see here he chose to be an automotive tech. He's making $48,000. That's about $4,000 a month. He picked out his vehicle, found out the amount, and now let's get down to their family expenses per month. So there's nothing filled in right here for the house that they want, but they went to Realtor.com and they found a house for $246,000. So we're going to go back to the loan calculator and fill this in. So their loan amount is $246,000. Now, this is not a 5-year loan. When you're talking about a house loan, you're looking at a 30-year loan, which also is 360 months. Right now, the interest rates for houses, we're going to go about 4.5%, and we're going to hit calculate on that. and the total comes out to $1246.45. We're just going to round that to $1247. So $1247. Okay, now if you buy a house, you do need to pay property taxes, which I also included mortgage insurance because you had no down payment. So that is about $400 extra a month if you decide to buy a house. Please add that on if you're buying. Student loans. To be a registered nurse, Sally needed to go to college, and so she has a $500 student loan bill every month. If both partners went to college or any type of schooling, technical school, even Empire Beauty School, truck driving school, any of that, you're looking at student loans there. So that's going to be bumped up to $1,000 if both partners had to go for a degree. You can use my averages or talk to your parents based on what they have and fill in all of the information. You're going to need all of your utilities, heating, electric, telephone. You're going to need daycare. Unless one of the parents is a stay-at-home parent, you will need to pay for daycare. And you want the average per month, so you have to multiply some of these and do the math. Diapers, formula, groceries, gas, entertainment, clothing, medical expenses. And medical expenses is going to cost more because I also added medical insurance in that, and most of us nowadays have to pay for that. Now, down at the bottom, it's all light blue. It means it has automatically filled in for you. So you can see here that they make over $8,000 a month, pay over $2,500 out of that in taxes. That will automatically be deducted. That's their total monthly expenses, $5,700, and then they had about $226 left over every month for savings. So that is how you do the budget. When you're all done, hit turn in up here in the corner. This one does not have that, but that's where you would hit turn in. All right, good luck. Email me or see me with any questions.